Hello students, today we will learn second generation language, that is assembly language. In previous video we had discussed about machine language, which was first generation language. Today we will start assembly language, that is second generation language. This language uses mnemonic codes or symbols in place of 0 and 1s. In machine language, we had discussed that the machine language is expressed in binary form, that is 0 and 1. But in assembly language, we uses mnemonic codes or symbols in place of 0 and 1, in place of binary codes. For an example, if the operation code for add is 0010 in binary language this was a binary code, but in assembly language we are using this type of symbols in place of binary code. If binary code is written as 0010 in assembly language, it means add. It means add. We will use this symbol instead of binary code. It can be directly written as ADD in assembly language. We can write add ADD in assembly language. Since assembly language uses symbolic codes, it is easier to work with assembly language than binary language. As you know that machine language binary codes are very difficult, and it was very difficult to learn, to read and to type the code. And this was the disadvantage also. We had read in previous video. It was very tough and time consuming process. As you know that we are using these symbols, it means we have a easiest method to type our program or a code. So since assembly language uses symbolic codes, so it is easier to work with assembly language than binary language. Like machine language, assembly language is also machine dependent. As we had read in machine language, it was machine dependent. Just like that, assembly language was also machine dependent. And it is also a low level language. And programming in this language is quite time consuming, and this is the disadvantage of assembly language also. It is time consuming, and it is also regarded as a low level language because it is very difficult to type the code, to learn the code and to understand. So that's why it is known as a low level language. It is regarded as a low level language. Now come to third generation language, that is high level language. See, the low level languages computer are very larger in size. They takes very large space, and it is also a time consuming. In high level language you can see the structure. It is a very much of taking less desk or less occupying space. So we will proceed high level language, that is third generation language. Here is the restriction in the usage of machine and assembly language prompted programs to develop a language with the following features. So you know that there are some restrictions in machine language and assembly language which prompted to the programmers to develop a language. But these features are simple and user-friendly language, machine-independent language. We require these two types of features in our language, and these two types of features are probably in high-level language. Simple and user-friendly, you should uh, learn to that language. The language should be simple and user-friendly, so that user can understand and they can feed the input to the computer easily. And it should be machine independent, because if you are typing in one program in one machine and you want to proceed in next machine, it should be independent. Then it will be give you accurate result, or it will be proceed your program. Owing to the above mentioned features, it become easy to learn and use different computer languages. So these two features are inbuilt in high level languages, and that is why it is very easy to learn and it can be used in different computer languages. A large number of people started writing computer programs using the third generation languages. Now it is easier to use, that's why the number of peoples are increased to use this third generation language. These are also known as high level language. A high level language is quite similar to the English language because it is easier to understand. That is why it is known as high level language, because so many number of peoples are using this languages now, and it is very much similar to the English languages. Basic C, C++, Java, etc. These all are the languages which are used. These are the examples of high level languages. This is a QBasic, this is C language, this is C++ language, this is Java languages. All these languages are high level languages which we are studying in our classes in schools. So this is all about the second generation and third generation language we had discussed. Later on we will discuss in next video. Thank you class.